Good afternoon, my lovelies, and happy Independence Day to all of my friends here in the U.S. I hope that you are enjoying your day, but I'm going to barge right into the middle of it and we're going to talk about some products because that's what I do. I do have with me today my favorite mocktail, which is made with our I-70. It is delicious, and if you stick around to the end, I will share my recipe with you, along with a couple of other ways that you can incorporate our products into tasty mocktails or cocktails for your summer enjoyment. It's very yummy. So today we're going to talk about the I-66, which is our collagen supplement, and the I-70, which is our hyaluronic acid supplement. These are liquids, they are elixirs. We're going to do a deep dive into the ingredients and what all of the ingredients do, how they can benefit you, and then we'll talk about how you can incorporate them into your own wellness routine. I'll show you how to get the best discounts and the best bang for your buck. All right, so I'm going to start today with the I-66, which is our beauty fountain. And as you're hopping on, please say hello. Give me a wave, give me a hi, give me an emoji. And if you're catching the replay, please drop hashtag replay down in the comments so that I will know you are here. I will reiterate, if you participate in these lives, if you interact with me, if you ask questions, if you respond to the questions that I might throw in throughout the presentation, you will be entered to win a goodie. So, you know, participation has its benefits, and I would hate for you to miss out. All right, so let's talk about the I-66 Beauty Fountain. This is our collagen elixir, our collagen supplement, and the first thing that I want to do is talk about what is collagen. Collagen is a structural protein that all animals have. As humans, 30% of the proteins in our body are made up of collagen. It is responsible for the cohesion, the elasticity, and the regeneration of our connective tissues. And the highest concentration of connective tissues are in our bones and our skin. Did I say that right? Yes. Let me rephrase that. The highest concentrations of collagen are in our connective tissue, bones, and skin. Got it right that time. All right. So collagen, to put it simply, collagen is like the glue that binds everything together. Why would we want to take a collagen supplement? Well, as we age, our bodies produce less and less collagen. So supplementing collagen and helping our body to boost its own production of collagen is very advantageous for us in keeping our skin, our joints, and our bones healthy and strong. So let's talk about the ingredients that we have in our particular formula. Now, if you've been watching the series, or even if you haven't, I'm guessing you might have picked up this little piece of information from me. I'm going to ask you to drop down in the comments right now, what is the first ingredient of every olive tree people product? I'll give you a second to drop that down there. And then I'm not going to say it because I want to give folks maybe who are on the replay the opportunity to drop their answer down below as well. So you know it comes from the olive tree, right? The number one ingredient comes from the olive tree, and it is highly antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, heart protective, neuroprotective, all of the things. That first ingredient. It is a magical ingredient, and it is the reason that our founder started the company. Hi, Miss Sherry. How are you, darling? Happy 4th. So that number one ingredient, Sherry, now that you're on, if you can drop down in the comments what the first ingredient in every Olive Tree People product is, I just might send you a little something special. Okay, so one of the things, the second ingredient of the I-66, the collagen, is collagen peptides. And let's talk about why collagen peptides and not just pure collagen. So natural collagen, native collagen, which is collagen just as it exists in our bodies and in the bodies of other animals, can't be absorbed when ingested. So in order to get our collagen to be digestible and usable in our bodies, we have to break it down into peptides, into smaller pieces. So we have collagen peptides in our collagen elixir that are much better able to be absorbed. And these collagen peptides come from pigs. We have porcine collagen. Porcine collagen is rich in type 1 and type 3 collagen. Type 1 is going to really be our skin and our connective tissues. That's going to be tendons and ligaments. And then type 3 is going to be more for our internal organs and our circulatory system. So those two types of collagen are the predominant types in porcine collagen. Now, porcine collagen is more like human collagen than any of the others that you may see on the market. More so than marine collagen, more so than bovine or cow collagen, and more so than chicken. You'll see a lot of that as well. So our bodies are going to be much more agreeable to using the porcine collagen than they would be the other types of collagen. Okay, so the next ingredient that is in the I-66 is apple juice concentrate. When I first saw that, I went, concentrate, I don't know, is all the good stuff still in there? So I did a little digging into apple juice concentrate, and I was actually really surprised. Apple juice concentrate has like the whole apple in it. So the skin, everything goes into apple juice concentrate. And apple juice concentrate contains flavonoids, antioxidants, and potassium, all of which are very important to our bodies. A National Institutes of Health article says that the flavonoids contained in apple juice have anti-cancer, antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, antiviral properties, neuroprotective, and cardioprotective properties. So maybe that whole thing about an apple a day has some science behind it, right? So we're adding all of those properties to what we already have. Oh my gosh, water in the cellar. That sounds like no fun. Ours is underneath our house. We can't find it yet. So I feel ya. My friend Sherry is having some water issues. Bless her heart. Thank you. Yes, good answer. So you add the benefits from the apple juice concentrate into what you already have from the olive leaf extract, which is the first ingredient, and you're just getting an antioxidant cocktail that's pretty amazing. The antioxidants in apple juice concentrate, the primary one is quercetin. I've seen that pop up a lot recently on the holistic sites that I'm on, where people are looking for holistic remedies for things. Quercetin is known to help reduce high blood pressure and high blood sugar, and to reduce inflammation. So again, these are based on studies that have been done. I invite you to Google those and look at the National Institutes of Health or PubMed. There are tons and tons of these articles. That's where I have spent the bulk of my day today, is going through all of that. And then the third thing that I mentioned is potassium And I know we've always said, hey, we need potassium, and you eat a banana, you need potassium, keeps you from having leg cramps and that, and magnesium. But what I didn't know is potassium helps us maintain normal levels of fluid inside and outside of our cells. So that's pretty important, right? And it also helps our muscles, and it helps support normal blood pressure. All of that just from apple juice concentrate, all right? The next ingredient is pomegranate juice concentrate. Here was another piece for me. I thought they just took pomegranate juice and like boiled it down so that it was concentrated and not so much water in it. No, that's not even correct. Pomegranate juice concentrate is made from the whole, and that's important because the skin of the pomegranate has up to 70% of the antioxidants for the whole fruit. So you definitely want that in there. It is full of vitamin C. It has 3 times more antioxidants than red wine or green tea. So pomegranate juice, again, a little powerhouse there that is part of the I-66 collagen supplement. The next ingredient is hydroxytyrosol. You have all heard me talk about hydroxytyrosol. It only comes from the olive tree, from the fruit, and from the leaves. Hydroxytyrosol is one of the most potent antioxidants on the planet. It is anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, neuroprotective, helps boost the immune system, and so much more. I encourage you, if you've never looked it up, go Google hydroxytyrosol. It is amazing all of the things that they have found that it does for our bodies and our brains. My goodness. Google it, I'm telling you. The next ingredient, easy for me to say. I swear that's a mocktail, not a cocktail. It really is. I'm going to have another sip because apparently it's good for my brain. The next ingredient is zinc. Zinc does a body good. And then the ingredient after that is camu fruit, which we talked about the other day when we talked about the I01. So camu has 60 times more vitamin C than an orange. It is one of the highest sources of vitamin C in nature. So the fact that that is in there as well as all of these other amazing antioxidant chock full goodness stuff that I just described tells you that this little bottle right here packs quite a punch. So after the camu, it also has D-biotin. D-biotin is vitamin B7. It's a coenzyme, and that supports our digestion, our metabolism. It boosts fat burning and helps regulate our blood sugar. So, yay. So much goodness. And then there is one preservative in the formula, potassium sorbate, to help keep all of this goodness from going bad on us. Okay, so that is the I-66. Now, I'm going to take mine now. It's time for my afternoon dose. This is a dose. Right here, this little cup comes with the collagen, and it's 17.5 milligrams. That works out to 1 tablespoon. We did the test there. So if you ever lose your little cup, just grab your tablespoon and have that. It tastes really nice. It's fruity. And I don't know if you've ever had nani. Nani was really popular, gosh, 10 or 15 years ago. Everybody was drinking nani juice, nani fruit juice, I think, nani fruit, whatever. It reminds me a little bit of that. It's a very pleasant flavor. I don't mind it at all. I take this and just shoot it, and it's yummy. I can't really put a flavor. I mean, you've got your pomegranate, you've got your apple. I don't taste really either of those. but nor do I taste the bitterness of the olive leaf extract. So that's really, really good because that stuff can be really bitter. Alrighty, so that was the I-66. The next one we're going to talk about is the I-70. And the I-70 is our hyaluron and hydroxytyrosol elixir. And this is the bottle. It's almost empty. Good thing I had an order come in yesterday. So this is the one that you can add to cocktails and mocktails that gives them a really, really nice fruit flavor boost. So let's talk about the ingredients in the I-70. This is called the Beauty Molecule Hyaluron plus Hydroxytyrosol. The first ingredient, as always, is olive leaf extract. The second ingredient, there are several similar ingredients to the I-66, so let me start there so we're not repeating ourselves. The second ingredient is also in the I-66 that we talked about. That's the apple juice concentrate. It also has the camu in it. It also has the hydroxytyrosol and the D-biotin, all that we just discussed under the I-66. So let's talk about the other things that are in it and what those bring to the table. So we have the olive leaf extract, the apple juice, can't talk today, y'all. The apple juice concentrate, and then it has white grape juice concentrate. And I thought, yeah, white grape juice, whatever. I didn't know white grapes were full of so much stuff. So I looked it up. White grapes contain vitamin K. And vitamin K helps our blood clot. It helps us with wound healing, and it strengthens our bones. Grapes. I always heard milk, right? Milk does a body good. That's for your strong bones. White grapes, y'all. White grapes. White grapes also contain vitamin C, and they also contain vitamin B6, which is good for our brain, our nervous system, and our immune system. All of that in little white grape. Okay. The next ingredient is black currant juice concentrate. That is highly antioxidant. It also contains vitamin C. It is known to be an immune booster. It contains omega-6 fatty acids. What do they do, pray tell? Well, I'm glad you asked. Omega-6 fatty acids reduce inflammation and help our bodies fight infection. So I thought that was pretty cool. The next ingredient is elderberry juice. You've probably seen elderberry in a lot of things, especially during COVID when everybody was trying to stay healthy and ward it off. Elderberry has been used in herbal medicine for centuries, and it was always used to fight colds and flu and to help boost the immune system. The science is behind on that. That doesn't mean it isn't true. It just hasn't really been studied to the point where they're going to come out and say, yeah, you know what, it does help with that. But again, looking at folk medicine, that's what they've used it for a very long time. But it is high in antioxidants, and it does contain vitamins. It also contains quercetin, which we talked about under the apple juice concentrate earlier, which helps with blood pressure, blood sugar, and inflammation. So that's the elderberry piece. The next ingredient is the sodium hyaluronate. Sodium hyaluronate is the salt of hyaluronic acid. Why do they use the salt and not the acid? The salt is a smaller molecule and easier to absorb. So what does it do for us? It increases skin elasticity and hydration. And this, I looked this up for not just what does it do, because we're all used to putting it on our skin, right? There's so many formulations on the market that are hyaluronic acid that you put on your skin, but we're taking this internally. So I did a deep dive into what does it do when you take it internally, and has that been studied? And it has. So it increases skin elasticity and hydration, decreases roughness, and wrinkle depth when you take it internally. Several studies have also shown that it improves joint mobility. Why might that be? Because our joints, the synovial fluid in our joints, is primarily made up of hyaluronic acid, hyaluron. So it makes sense, and that would help make sense to why I feel like it has helped my joints so much. So much of my joint pain and my synovitis, which is part of my whatever they say is going on with my body. I've had synovitis in these two joints for years, and this one used to sit way out here because there was so much fluid in it that it was always swollen and sore. And that has gone down so much that I don't look like I have a hump anymore right down here. It's been amazing. I also had synovitis in both shoulders, and I had severe synovitis in my right knee. All of those things have been diminished greatly. And this is just a personal testimony, not a doctor, don't play one on TV. All of those have been diminished greatly since I've been taking these ingestibles, the I-01, the 66, and the 70. And I didn't realize that it was maybe the I-70 that was helping the joints as much as any of them. So I was really excited to learn that and to read that study. And now, because one study showed it, more studies are going to be done to help us see what amount should we be taking. So the study that I found, it was actually a study of studies. Our product has 196 milligrams of sodium hyaluronate in it. And the studies that were done were between 80 milligrams and 266 milligrams. And people who took that every day, some studies were for a couple of weeks, some were for a couple of months. All of them showed improvement in either the mobility, the inflammation, or the pain from their joints. So I'm like, yes, please, may I have some more? Which is why it's in my mocktail. So sodium hyaluronate when you take it internally, who knew, right? All right, so the next ingredient after the sodium hyaluronate is hydroxytyrosol. We have talked about that extensively over the past 4 months since I've been with the company, but just to touch on it again for those who have just hopped on, the hydroxytyrosol, one of the most powerful antioxidants on the planet, has anti-inflammatory, anti-cancer, neuroprotective, and immunoprotective and boosting properties. Okay, only comes from the fruit and leaves of the olive tree. It has been found in some wines, but I'm not sure how or why. The next ingredient is the zinc, which I just don't know what else to say about zinc. Zinc does a body good. The camu, which we talked about in detail earlier. The next ingredient would be lavender blossom extract, which I had never heard of using lavender blossoms, but lavender blossoms are highly anti-inflammatory. So I'll take all the anti-inflammation I can get. Inflammation is at the root of most diseases and illnesses. I didn't know this. The more I read, the more I discover. Our bodies react to various things, stressors from the environment, things we put in our bodies, things we put on our bodies. And when inflammation starts, that's when the area that the inflammation has attacked starts to have additional issues, whether it's disease, illness, breakdown, what have you. So lavender flower extract. Curcumin is the next ingredient, and I've heard about it, and I've read a little bit about it, but I dug deeper today. Curcumin can help in the management of oxidative and inflammatory conditions. This comes from a National Institutes of Health article. It can also help with metabolic syndrome, which is rampant in the United States. For a moment, just a little aside here. Metabolic syndrome is a combination of high blood pressure, high blood sugar, type 2 diabetes, elevated cholesterol, and the spare tire, that extra fat around the belly. So many Americans have this because of our diet and our lifestyles. So it's good to know curcumin can help with metabolic syndrome. It's also been shown to help with arthritis, anxiety, and high cholesterol. Sounds like a pretty powerful little rascal to me. And then after the curcumin is D-biotin, which we talked about earlier. That's the vitamin B7 coenzyme that supports our digestion, our metabolism, boosts fat burning, and helps regulate blood sugar. So, what do you think about that list of ingredients and all the stuff that it does? Sounds pretty impressive, right? So, one little cup, like the one I just showed you with the I-66, taken once a day, is supposed to do all of the good stuff for you. That's the dose, once a day. I do it twice. If it's good once, gotta be twice as good twice, right? But now, let's talk about how you can get these and how you can get them for less, okay? And there are several ways to do it. Number one, this month, anyone who gets a regimen set, so we have sets on the website. If you go to laurenawynn.com, you will see up at the top, you'll see sets. If you click on sets, any of those sets that are over 140, any of those sets are on sale. We also have another discount going on, but I'm getting ahead of myself. So there is a set, there is a set called Glow From Within that contains both of these. There is also a set, and the Glow From Within also has our IO1, and it also has the olive oil in it. That's the one I order every single month. I have it on auto ship. So you can get that set. It's already discounted once. If you put it on subscribe and save, you'll save an additional 10%. And then now through the end of the day tomorrow, we have a code, which is for customers only. Sorry, Sherry. If you're just a retail customer, we have a code July 4th. That's JULY 4TH, the number 4. That code will get you an additional 16% off of the already discounted set price. Every set is also going to get you an F59 corrective face serum, which is probably one of my top 3 favorite facial products that we have. And I think Sherry can testify to that one. It's one of her faves as well. So you can get it in a set. There is also a set that is just the I-66 and the I-70, and that's the Beauty Molecule Duo. The same thing with that. So each of these bottles is going to last you 1 month if you take it as directed, which is once a day. Okay, if you're taking it more than that, then you're going to have to, get an extra bottle. But the Beauty Molecule Duo is a set, and it is already discounted. If you put it on auto ship, which you can cancel extremely easily at any time, then you're going to get another 10% off. And then if you use the July 4th code, you'll get an additional 16% off. Okay? There are also sets of 3 of each of these. If you decide you just wanted the collagen or you just wanted the I-70, you can get a 3-month supply of them. I wouldn't recommend putting that on auto ship because we only have a 30-day option, but it is already discounted $30, and then you would get an additional 16% off using your July 4th code. The other way to go about getting these at a discount is to become a consultant. And you can get them at a discount by choosing our Inside Out starter set. And for the first time ever since I've been with the company, which is almost from the very beginning, For the first time, you're allowed to use one of our discount codes on a starter set. So if you were to get the Inside Out, Glow from the Inside Out kit, when you join, you would get the already highly discounted price plus another 16% off. That includes the I-66, the I-70, the I-01, the I-56, which is our olive oil, and also our mouth pulling oil, which I love and I use every single day. So that would be the way to join there. There's so much more involved this month. If you join, there are other opportunities for you to make back your join fee within your first 10 days if you have 3 friends who come along with you. I'll give you all more details about that if you're interested. I don't want to belabor the point here for everyone, but there's such an exciting month this month for folks who are joining. So many opportunities to make some money, to help other people come on board and make money pretty quickly with the Fast Start program. These are all terms. Anyway, like I said, I don't want to belabor the point on that, but July is a great month to join. There are a lot of benefits and a lot of things that are going to help you get started and grow your business pretty quickly. Any set, whether you are buying one as a consultant or whether you're just buying one as a customer, that's over $149 will come with that F59. So even if you're joining as a consultant and you get the discount on top of what you're already getting off, you'll also get that the F59. Let's see. Excuse me. So now let's talk about recipes real quick, because when I was in California, we had some absolutely amazing cocktails and mocktails that were made with our I-70. The flavor of it is a really lovely, deep fruit flavor. And what I have with me today that I told you I would share at the end, I start with ice, of course, and then I put in 1 ounce of our I-70, and then I use about 1/2 ounce of Rose's sweetened lime juice, and then I top that off with my favorite flavored seltzer water. The one I have in it today is lime, but you can use any flavor that you want. Now, if you want to take it from a mocktail to a cocktail, you can do that as well by adding your favorite clear alcohol. I think it probably is best with clear. I can't imagine it with a dark liquor, but your rums, your vodkas, maybe some tequila. We had one of our drinks that had tequila in it while we were in California last month. Wow. Hard to believe it's been almost a month since I was in California. So it's really very yummy and very refreshing, and it has health benefits. So cheers to 247 years, and hopefully we'll make it to 250 and still be a unified country. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments and I will circle back and answer any questions that you have. If you need help placing an order, or you have additional questions about what it would mean to join as a consultant and be part of the team here, let me know that as well. It's not just me who's here to support you. I have some ladies who have been in the industry for a long time, who are brilliant strategists, who have helped me grow more than I have ever grown in a company before. So I now have a team that I never would have imagined when I was with the previous companies I was with, and I'm making more money than I've made from any of the companies that I worked for before as well. The products are so good. They help people. The founder is amazing. The heart of the company is something you just have to experience. I don't even have words to tell you how wonderful this opportunity is, and I would love to have you come alongside me and work this business together. So I hope you have a great rest of your 4th of July. Sherry, I hope you get that water situation squared away. I feel for you. And I will talk to all of you again. I'll be back on Thursday at 3 o'clock. If you have a topic you want me to cover that I haven't covered already, drop that in the comments as well, and I will take that into consideration. I'm kind of leaning toward face masks for Thursday, where again we'll go through all the ingredients and how to use them. So that's it for today. Love you guys bunches, and I will talk to you again on Thursday. Bye.